I've just got news coming in from Ontario. Dr. Barrett, I want to get your thoughts here. Another major record. 2,434 new cases of COVID-19, 23 more deaths. When we look at the number of cases here, or testing, I should say, done, 58,000 tests conducted, 78,000 still under investigation. But your thoughts here, I mean, when we hit above the 2,000 mark, the eyebrows went up and the level of shock and frustration, and now well over 2,400. What is going on here?
Oh, well, I mean, this is not an in-control situation. So in infectious disease, we talk about two different situations. Containment, when there's a reasonable hope that you can track all cases and bring virus down quickly. And then mitigation, where you're really just trying to make sure that the most vulnerable aren't affected all the time and just really tell people to stay home until this. And that's honestly where parts of Ontario are. And I honestly feel so bad for people, but that's exactly what this is. This is mitigation. This is overwhelming.
And having said that, there is the concern, and we know that the Ontario Hospital Association also saying we are really concerned. We've asked all hospitals, in hard-hit regions to be on alert, and regions really across the province in many ways over concerns there, saying that this lockdown needs to be extended another 4 weeks. When you look at the numbers that we're seeing now and the concern within hospitals, and you, of course, where you are, there's the major concern there about hospitals being inundated. What is the message here?
The message at the moment is people need to stay home. Unfortunately, I recognize holidays are coming up. This is not the year to think of December as a holiday season. So take that to heart. Honestly, really, it's not even a consideration in parts of Ontario and Quebec. You really just have to stay home, stay with the people you love, and keep each other safe by staying home. We can't do this as a health system anymore.
We've got the vaccine that's here, it's being administered, but when we deal with caseloads like this, how does it, isn't it counterintuitive then with the vaccines being here? Because you've got caseloads so high, how do we balance things out?
The way I'm asking people to think about the vaccine is the light at the end of a somewhat still long tunnel. We've got a few more months. We are not into the final end leg of this marathon. Vaccine is the light at the end of that. Get the vaccines when it's your turn. Absolutely. But it does not change what we all need to buckle down and do right now in Canada to get this back under control. We went from being a great example to not being a great example of how to manage COVID-19 across the country. Atlantic has done pretty well, but we've also done a whole lot of doing what we're told. Now it's time for everyone to get rid of the thought that December is holiday season. Stay home, stay with your loved ones, love the people you're with, and please think of this as a year to skip the socializing for now.
Before I let you go, I do want to ask you one more question about the vaccine. There in the U.S., discovering that some vials of the Pfizer vaccine contained additional doses, which could potentially expand their supply by 40%. Your thoughts on that? Again, of course, we know in this country, the concern to ensure that we have enough vaccines for all Canadians.
Absolutely. So that's never bad news to hear that there are more doses than anyone thought. But again, we need to think of this as the 7-month plan. This will extend Pfizer's ability to hopefully get more doses to people more quickly than they thought. Worried about that they didn't know there were extra doses in some of the vials. No, I don't think that's going to be a safety concern overall, and it make me question their underlying science, which I was asked earlier today. I still think it's okay and probably a positive thing.
All right, from Halifax, infectious disease specialist, Dr. Lisa Barrett. Always appreciate your time, Dr. Barrett. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.